going live in 3.
Yeah. Two hearts, two minds, two forces in the same room. They told us somebody gotta follow, somebody gotta lead. But what if
we lead together, heavy hitters
for the mind, body,
and soul? Look, I don't need you underneath me just to prove that I'm a man. You don't gotta make yourself small just to tell me where you stand. Two opinions at the table, two perspectives, one plan. We ain't fighting for a throne, we're building something that can stand. You got fire, bring the fire. I got vision, bring it too. Cause your strength don't make me weaker and my strength don't threaten you. If you disagree, we talk it out. We don't tear the whole thing down. Cause a king don't need a servant just to know he wears the crown. And a queen don't lose her power when she chooses partnership. Real strength ain't dominations, knowing when to loosen grip.
I don't wanna fight you, I wanna fight beside you. If the whole world comes against us, I wanna know I'm standing right beside you. So strong minds, one home. Two strong minds, one goal. We don't have to fight for power, we can build it together.
Baby, I can't hear the
Comes
music.
down, we don't turn on each other.
We
Oh,
hit
and I can
heavy.
see the,
I
I can see the presentation.
The heavy hitters, yo. See, everybody talks about love when everything feels good, but strength is demonstrated when you misunderstood. Can you hear your woman's truth without calling it disrespect? Can you challenge your man without attacking his self-respect? Can you say, baby, I was wrong when your process never fold? Can you value what you built more than having all control? That's grown love, not Instagram captions, not relationship goals. I'm talking communication when emotions take control, because ego wants a winner, love wants a
Baby, I
solution.
can't hear
Ego
you.
builds walls, love builds institutions. And if we're both powerful, imagine what we could become when instead of fighting each other, we turn two into one.
I don't need you weaker, I need you strong. And you don't have to silence me for us to belong.
Yeah, put your hand in mine, we can weather the storm.
Two different people,
But together we're strong. Yeah.
two strong minds, one home. Two strong minds, one home. We don't have to fight for power, we can build it together.
Through the sunshine and storms, we're standing together.
We hit heavy for the mind. For the body, for the soul.
Two strong people don't have to create a power struggle.
Sometimes
They create a powerhouse. The heavy hitters battle.
for the mind, body, and soul. Yeah. Two hearts.
All right. Peace, man. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the cast for the mind, body, and soul. Today, I do have my queen up here, Melanin Gawdess. My love, you want to speak to the audience? Introduce yourself.
Peace, everybody. I'm Melanin Gawdess, better known as Miss Heru. How everybody doing this evening? Hope everybody doing good. Hope we bring you a great show. And I'm looking forward to the comments and any feedback that we get. The questions, anything if they have. But overall, I want to, you know,
Yes.
talk about much needed topics in a relationship.
Yeah, absolutely, honey. Or struggle. Can two strong people
Yes.
share one home for the throne? That's tonight's topic. What's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts were when I was thinking about like a power struggle in a relationship, I would think if you work at it, you have to, it takes work because we as women think, you know, that when we have a real man that takes over, it be kind of scary because you're not, it feel like you're being dethroned, put it like that. Now you got to share your throne. And being that you have been an independent woman for a long period of time, it's a struggle. It's a struggle for us. So if we battling with our ego, yes, we do have, you know, some battles that we deal with within because we're sharing our castle now with a partner and we got to trust this partner. You know what I'm saying? So it takes work. That's all I can say. It takes work. Lots of hard work. I'm still adjusting. Put it like that. I'm still adjusting myself.
Okay, well, I think
So
that
I
too strong. I think too strong. Are you okay? Is there feedback on your end? Are you hearing the delay?
no, I'm just not hearing you. It's like going in and out. So I guess I gotta find the place where I can hear you and it's not choppy.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah, I noticed like right away that obviously you couldn't hear what I was saying, or
Hmm.
at least it was a delay.
Yes.
But it seems to be pretty even right now. So you know,
Okay.
with the power struggle, I don't think that it should be a struggle at all. I think that two strong people can share one home without fighting for the throne. Because when you look at, all right, let me put it this way. Um, Most people, if you ask them what is a man or what is a woman, they're going to give you a job description, right?
O- Okay.
And the moment that they feel like a person does not meet that job description, they automatically they're fired, right? So
Right.
I think that we have to lose that way of thinking, right? Because you
Right.
have to recognize that you have to recognize what the the the, the purposes of a male, the purposes of a female, and I don't think that um, it should come down to a power struggle. Like me and you live this, baby, every single day of our lives. It doesn't come down to a power struggle. It literally is we accept each other for who we are. We embrace what we bring together, and you know what I'm saying. We kind of we live harmonious, so to speak. So at the end of the day, when I look at this question, can two strong people share one home without fighting for the throne? I say absolutely yes. I just think that it takes a mature mind or a mature set of minds to have a actual vision moving forward. with each other,
Right.
if that makes sense. So I guess what I want to ask is, so what exactly is strength? Because strength doesn't require someone else to be weak. Would you agree with that statement?
Yes, I agree. I agree.
I mean,
Definitely.
I mean your confidence, your independence, your boundaries, maturity, self-respect, all of that. None of that requires someone else to be weak.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You don't have to lose your strength just because, you're in a relationship, or um, you're in a position where you have to compromise. You have to give common ground. So it shouldn't be a struggle. You should be comfortable with your mate and strong enough in your relationship where y'all can move as one. Nobody has to be above the other. You know what I'm saying? It's teamwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yin and yang. Like, it's gotta be Cheech and Chong. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all gonna collide and it's not gonna be a good collision.
I agree. I agree. And I think that when you look at this holistically, like why in my right mind, I would want to be in a relationship or even a marriage with someone that's just as strong as me. Why would I want someone that's weak or I would consider weak and inferior? You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people, yes. Well, some people think when you're with a weaker person, it makes them feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Some people date down. I don't get it, but
Well,
they date down so they can feel uh,
it's not
better
so much
about
that they're dating
themselves.
down. Well, it's not so much that they're dating down. What it is they're exposing that they're actually the weak person. Because
Yeah,
my thing is if you're gonna date someone just to label them as weak or whatever, that's not good. That's not
yeah,
good because you're not even giving that person the proper respect that they deserve as a human being. You're sitting up there already in judgment of them, and you've already classified them as weak. But this is a person you want to have a relationship with.
it happens.
Unbelievable when you think
It
about it.
happens.
I mean,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, think of the psychology behind that. I have already
yeah,
identified in my mind that I'm going to label you as weak, but yet here it is. I want a relationship with your weak self.
mm,
So that means I
yeah,
that means I never respected you from the begin with.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
see it? My
Yeah,
goodness,
I see it. I see it.
that's
Definitely see it,
that,
Barry.
that's amazing. It's amazing. And so I think this shows like this will help the community because men and women don't have to put up with this type of nonsense. If a person cannot value you as a beautiful, independent, strong person on your own, because everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. But if they don't
Right.
see that type of value in you, then you need to stop wasting these people's time and they need not give you their time or attention. Plain and simple. So
Absolutely.
when you look at a relationship and even marriage, I have to ask this question: is it a partnership or a hierarchy? Because does somebody always have to be in charge? Think about it.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's a business arrangement. Y'all are colliding. Y'all are putting together y'all goals, y'all dreams. You're building together to get your accomplishments met and have an end game. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be a hierarchy because that's going to cause division. If you're constantly struggling who's in charge and who gonna be the boss and who you gonna listen to, and I'm gonna manage all the funds, and I'm gonna. If one person is always responsible for everything in the relationship, they're gonna get tired of you. They're gonna think you're
Well,
weak and can't do anything for yourself. You
again,
like.
and there it is, right there, baby.
Mm-hmm,
You see this. This is what I mean.
mm-hmm.
This is why I asked the question: does someone always have to be in charge? Because to be honest with you, in a partnership, nobody's in charge of
The
nobody.
charge,
You're both
right,
grown individuals, right? And you
right.
realize as an individual, as an adult in a relationship, you both have responsibilities that that absolutely have to be taken care of, right? So at the end of the day, I don't think that we should be in a relationship where we feel like we got to tell each other what to do. You know what I mean?
Well,
I wear the
yeah,
pants around here, that type of attitude. Like
yeah.
that shit is outdated. When you if you really value, and this is why I'm gonna say this out here for the black community, because
Hmm.
I absolutely value the black woman. My wife, I put
Hmm.
on an absolute pedestal. She on this. If I was telling a lie, she would expose me if I was telling a lie. But I put my wife on a pedestal, and I'm telling you, baby. At the end of the day, why should we settle for less?
We
Why would we
shouldn't.
want to be in a relationship with someone that feels like, hold on, listen, with someone that feels like they need to tell you what to do?
That's like you're
Last
going
time I
through
checked,
parenthood.
we we got right. We got parents, right? Or at least, well, my
Yeah.
parents passed away years ago. But I'm saying, why would I want to get in a relationship with somebody that just wants to tell me what the hell to do?
What to do.
You gonna boss
It's
me around?
very stressful. It's very, you will lose yourself in that type of relationship. You laughing, but it's not funny. People go through this, and it's you get demeaned, you get broken, you get, they literally make you go back to you feeling like a child all over again, because you got to hear every day something's wrong with you. You're not doing something right today. So I'm going to cuss you out about this, or I'm going to tell you about this. That who, you be surprised how many people go through that in relationships. The men that want to rule with an iron fist, it's men out here like that, and they've been doing that all their lives. And they belittle their women, and they mistreat their women, and they yell at their women for no reason at all. You don't have to be that woman's
Well,
daddy.
hold on. Well, hold on. Because on
Hmm.
the flip side, it's a lot of women out here that's like that. There's a lot of
It
women that feel
is.
like they
Want to
need
be
to
your
be.
mama. She got to chastise you, dictate what you do, give you directives. Yeah, it's on both sides. So it's like the struggle, the power struggle. It's a struggle, but it's got to be worth it to go through that struggle with somebody, because you're supposed to grow together. And if you don't never address these issues within one another or talk it out, because I guarantee somebody has went through that throughout their lifetime with a partner.
Mhm.
You want to do your background checks. You got to do your research on your mate, because if they have been in that type of situation, it'll bring all bad memories of what they went through and survived, and that it's not good. And that's how we damage new relationships, because we bring in old baggage from what we went through in the past to something new.
Mhm.
We don't take the
That's true.
time out to heal. Yeah. A lot of us don't take the time out to heal. We moving fast. Just relationship to relationship, or whatever, situationship to situationship. And we're not healing in between the time And that's what's causing, I think that's what causes a lot of relationships to fail. We're not healing. We're not taking the time to heal. You need to be by
Yeah, but
yourself
see,
and
this is
heal.
this is another thing though.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing though, honey. Like
What?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Like, why would I want to be in a relationship with somebody that I feel like I got to boss around?
I don't know. I don't get it because
I
I
would
don't
I would rather
like
have the
to be
partnership.
right. I'm not bossy. I'm demanding, but I'm not bossy. I've asked for
I
things,
don't think
but
that
I don't.
I don't think that you're demanding. You ask for things like a normal human being does. I just deliver. That's the difference. We don't have to argue about each other as far as delivery. If you need something, you want something, boom, there it is. But what I'm saying is, for a lot of these people out here in the world, it's a lot of that going on. Like people feel like they got to boss their man or their woman around,
I
and
don't get it.
I think that that's toxic. Like, come on, what?
It
Like, again, you don't.
it
You're not trying
is,
to
but
find a parent.
a lot of people are attracted to toxic love. The toxic love is what's in for these people. What are you saying? They want to be punched in the eye and slapped around. What do you mean? That's how you prove you love me. You cuss me out every day. You tell me how much of a failure I am and a fuck up, you know? It happens every single day. And you'll be surprised at how many people go through this. And it's like, that's so draining. How? I'm telling you, it's 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 a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is right. Stuff like this goes on every single day. It is
I
unbelievable
don't
to me that people will actually. Well, let me say it this way. It's unbelievable to me that people hold on for so long to something that's that toxic. Because at some point you have to start loving yourself, right? And
mm-hmm.
if you love yourself, then you're not going to allow nobody to keep abusing you in that way.
Def
It it's abuse. It's verbal abuse.
it is.
And trust me, these are the people that's so. These are the people that's really demanding. And the moment you don't do what you want, what they want you to do, what happens is they feel like they have the need now to, or the right now to cuss you out, talk to you like
Yes.
you ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But in a
Yes.
relationship, at what point do you get to that point where you feel like, okay, I don't got to talk to you with no type of respect anymore? See, what I'm trying to highlight here is an unhealthy way of thinking and an unhealthy pattern that keeps getting passed on generation to generation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If
Definitely.
we cannot respect each other, especially in front of our children,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna grow up with the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
My
It's a
apologies to
repeated
the audience.
cycle.
My apologies to the audience, but yeah, it is. It's almost ridiculous when you think about it. Um, that's one thing that has to be a thing that has to be checked in the Black community specifically is how we address and how we talk to one another. It's
Absolutely.
so often that we can fly off the handle and we just disrespect by the way, when we do things like that, you know what I'm saying? When we do things that way, we don't realize that we're burning potential bridges that can ultimately save you later on down the line.
Absolutely.
It's almost
Absolutely.
ridiculous that we men men don't even know how to address men anymore. Women don't address women anymore. Y'all greet each other with the B word. We call each other the N word. You know what I mean? And that's acceptable, right? I don't.
Right.
It's just, to me, it's toxic. And if we continue this pattern, it's not going to get better. It's not. It's not. So if we start valuing one another, it's a lot of this is psychological. Psychological. If we start valuing one another, at least as a brother or a sister, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
we
right.
we stop putting up all these, you know what I mean, all these different barriers between people, classifying
Hmm.
people as such, derogatory things and things like that. When we stop doing that, we're going to start perpetuating something that's actually healthy and actually fruitful. But if we continue what we got going on right
Yes.
now, this is about this is gonna get 10 times worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
And that brings me up.
absolutely.
That brings
Absolutely.
me up to that brings me up to my next point, because we're talking about influences. When you
Hmm.
positive influences out here, right? Um,
Hmm.
like for instance, you could be doing something career wise, honey, that motivates me to want to level my game up, right? So that we can accomplish a goal.
Okay.
So I would willingly follow that, right? As opposed to
Right.
someone trying to control me, man, demanding me. You have to do this. Well, wait a minute. What if I don't want to do that in my life? You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
When you look at the leadership versus control aspect, is one builds, the other actually breaks. My wife just fell off. She coming right back in. I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be a good topic that we talking about today. And I do welcome. I left the chat, left the link in the chat. Everybody is welcome to come join us on the panel, especially even after we get through with the actual presentation. I do apologize to y'all because I did have a PowerPoint for this. Our internet was acting crazy earlier, and I just said to hell with the whole thing. And I said, we just gonna go in here raw and uncut. We just gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? And so far, I mean, in my opinion, we doing all right. You know what I mean? Um, I'm waiting on my wife to get back in here so we really get back into this. But let me just, I guess, continue my thought on this though. But when you're looking at leadership versus control, my wife displays leadership in a lot of ways, and just like as she looks to be is displaying leadership in a lot of ways. It's not that hard when you value each other. Then you don't look at each other as an obstacle or competition. So in other words, my wife is proficient in the things that she loves to do and what she does day in and day out. Just like I have my own skill set of what I do day in and day out, but we both see value in that. We can both lead, and we both see that in each other. So I think that's another thing. And you tell me how you feel about this, Melanin Goddess. Um, in a relationship, shouldn't you see leadership in your mate?
I would think so. I mean, why would you why would you want to be somebody that don't have the potential to lead you? You know what I'm saying? You want somebody with a strong leadership skill and background because that's what you're creating. That's what you're trying to accomplish. You want to be in a leadership role because you have a family to lead. You're the head of your home. So yes, you want someone that you can be in a relationship that can lead.
Absolutely, I agree. I trust me. Being a family man and family orientated, I met you when my two sons were already adults. With my daughter, she was still, I'm still raising her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if I'm getting into a serious committed relationship, eventually I know that my daughter has to meet you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't I want to look for a woman that has leadership qualities, um, that obviously is going to be around my daughter at some point? So I would want that woman to have positive influences on my daughter, not negative influences. You get what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah, so I look at that first as my, as a fan. Um, I don't want to just bring anyone into that sphere of my family unit, and they're not even, they don't have no leadership qualities whatsoever. They can't cook,
Right.
they can't wash, they can't even boil a pot of water. Forget about
Uh-huh.
ironing, forget about just anything. You know what I'm saying? Just these are people that
Right.
that probably do these are people that probably do need directives, but it's not my job to do that, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Like I would want to definitely take and see the leadership in my queen, as opposed to someone just trying to control me.
Absolutely.
Because one
Absolutely.
side of one side builds, the other side breaks. I'm telling you, that control shit.
Control is the worst. I don't like it because I don't want to be controlled. I like my freedom. Don't tell me what to do, how to think. I can do that myself. It's like that's to me like uh you don't trust me type of thing. You don't trust me to make the right moves or the right decisions. If you got to tell me what to do, you got to control everything I say. And, what about me that you don't like that I need directives?
Right,
Am I
because
your
when you think
child or
about it,
am I your partner?
right, you think about it. People only obey because you didn't somehow struck some type of fear in them, which probably
Right,
points out most of these people that super like that are abusers. Let's look at the pattern, right? Why else would
right,
someone just obey you when they don't even feel comfortable when what they're asking you're at? They don't even want to do what you want them to do. So why are they obeying you? Because
right.
they fear you, right? You gave them a reason to fear you. We're gonna call this demon out today. I don't even believe in demons,
Okay.
but humans are demons, and we're gonna call them out. Because guess
Right,
what?
right.
Disagreement. Listen, disagreements don't even equal disrespect. So
They
here's the
don't. They
thing.
don't.
Let
Okay.
me ask this question to I'm gonna ask this question to you, and I'm gonna ask this to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Can your partner challenge you without threatening you? Or why do you feel threatening? Why do you feel threatened simply because you were challenged?
You feel like it's an attack. I mean, it depends on how it's delivered, I guess. If you're delivering your challenge in a positive manner, shouldn't be no smoke. We can be able to, you know, have a disagreement without us getting all puffed up and wanting to fight and cuss each other out. It don't take all that.
Hmm.
Y'all can really sit
Hmm.
down and discuss where you went wrong at, how you can fix it, and where do you go from here. I mean, that's a more healthier way to handle it because when your adrenaline going, y'all been swinging, your kids hollering and crying. What? It don't take all that. It just don't. Like the kids need to see some healthy love. They need to see their parents happy. They need to see a good pattern of love. So when they grow up, they can do the same. You don't want your children to be out here mistreated because they saw you being mistreated, because it's learned behavior. And that's why the cycle keeps continuing. Yeah, my
Hmm.
mom, daddy was inside my mama head, so that's what I learned to do. That's how what I thought was right. You know, it's just a
Yeah,
never ending cycle. But the only people really being hurt is the kids, because it's repeating in every generation. It's getting worse and worse and worse because they starting to kill one another. They unaliving each other because they
right.
don't know how to handle and balance these emotions. And it's really sad when you
No
see
doubt
the
about
young
it.
folks out here, you know what I'm saying, fighting and killing each other, running each other down. It's sad. It's heartbreaking because that they done saw that's what they done learned. They done saw that mess. This is the type of environment they grew up in. So this is what they passing down, and even to
Right.
their own children. And they're not thinking about that. They're not thinking about the aftermath. Hell, we wasn't thinking about the aftermath. We was out here doing the same thing, but it's gotta stop. At some point, it's gotta stop. You always hear the
Absolutely.
bad things about black couples, and black marriages, and we get divorced. The our divorce rate is the highest. It's because we're not doing the work. We giving up on each other, fighting,
Yeah,
us
it's
pushing each
almost
other out.
unreal when you think about it.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't know. I'm always about togetherness because I think we create more when we're together. We in a family, healthy family dynamic. You create more, you grow. You can learn together. And that's what we really
Absolutely.
need to see more of. Family dynamics. They have really just stripped the family dynamics of the black community to where now the dynamics of the situation is toxic. That's what's in. Disrespectful, lying to each other, cheating on each other, betraying one another. That's the new norm.
Hmm.
And I don't get it. I like it's okay. It's healthy over here. It's happy over here. It's never a dull moment when you know what I'm saying, when you in harmony. Y'all ain't killing one another every day. You're so much more productive when you're not drained from
Hmm.
arguing and
Well,
beating on each other's stores. Somebody got a knot upside their head.
that really hits it back home though. You know what I mean? Like where when you really look at it, a disagreement should not automatically be taken as disrespect. And it's simply because we have to look at a thing called human perception, right?
Hmm.
You
Right?
cannot expect anyone to perceive something exactly at the
Like
same
you
level
do.
that you perceive it.
Right.
So you might be looking at it from one end and you see a six. I'm looking at it from the other end and I see a nine. And no matter how much we go around about this thing, we're never going to see eye to eye on this particular thing. And we have to learn how to agree to disagree respectfully.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My brother DMG,
Mm-hmm.
big shout out to DMG, big shout out to DMG. My brother always say that we can be disagreeable without being disrespectfully, or we could disagree without being
Without
disrespectfully
being
disagreeable.
disrespectfully real. Absolutely. Absolutely. It
Yeah,
makes
and
perfect sense.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that whole speech that he gives. And this
And
puts the this puts it right here into perspective too. You know, when you're dealing with your
mm-hmm.
wife, or your girlfriend, or your husband, or your boyfriend, or whatever, you know what I mean? Learn how to disagree with each other without being disrespectful to each other. You don't have to do that. Even if I think that what you just said is the stupidest idea in the world, I would never come out of my mouth and say that. There's a way that I could say, no, I don't think that this maybe is the best idea. Maybe
Right.
offer a suggestion to compliment what you have or something like that. But, you know, when you really love somebody and you value them, you're not going to just shoot them down like that. You know what I mean? And on top of
Yeah.
that, just because you disagree with something, that don't give you the open sesame to just start disrespecting that person. Come on, because at the end of the day, you still lean on this person's support in many ways.
Absolutely.
So strong relationships welcome the truth. Weak relationships actually fear it. So
Absolutely.
this gets to my next point. So when we look at the people that's talking about the 50-50,
Mm-hmm.
I say, different responsibilities. You got, equal respect and value.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships are not balanced by numbers. They're balanced by purpose. So equal value
Right.
it doesn't necessarily require equal roles. It just doesn't.
It's not going to require equal roles because we have dual roles in our relationship. And everybody
Right.
can't wear a
And,
damn
and,
hat,
and some
you know?
but there might be times where something may happen with you, and I need to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
I need to pick up that
And,
maybe an extra shift or something like that. Just to we get you back together. You know what I'm
and
saying?
vice versa.
As
And vice versa.
Yeah, or like for instance, like something terrible happened with the company you work for, and now you can find another place to work. I'm gonna hold it down. Absolutely, I'm not gonna expect the 50-50. I
Right.
still value you equally though. I still see you as equal value. It doesn't require equal roles. So like for instance, um, you know, we all do it. Like there's nobody in this house that won't take out the trash. But I normally take
Right.
out the trash. That you know what I mean? Y'all don't have to worry about that. I'm in this
Right.
house, so y'all don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Same thing with the grass. Even though I'm working more, I pay for it. It's cut. That's the point. It's done.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah. So my point is that you know like you get people with this whole 50-50 attitude, and so it really really matters. And a time when a partner is sick and can't do for themselves. So what you gonna do? You gonna get mad and
Absolutely.
up, and you just gonna ghost them because they can't meet 50-50 no more?
Yeah.
That's just
I'm going to
silly.
go off and leave you. You know that's how some people do you, though. Honey. It's people that will go off and leave you. If they think that you're never going to regain your health back, or if they, you know what I'm saying? If they feel like instead of your health or sickness, whatever you saying, is going to damage what they were intentionally trying to get out of the relationship, they dip on you. They dip on you. But
I think most of
okay.
you still better than not. You sound like you was in the matrix for a second there.
Okay. I'm sorry. But yeah, you have people that will go off and leave you.
Right, my bad, family. It looks like I'm back. Let me try to get my wife back in here. For some reason, everything completely crashed. It looks like we do have a storm coming in, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I thank y'all for sticking in here and bearing with us. Let me get my wife back at it in here. Um, Let me get this link to her immediately. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let me get back into discussion. Like we really get into the meat and potatoes of this. And again, I don't welcome anybody to actually join. I'm going to go ahead and one more time in that. That's for anybody who wants to get on and join the actual panel today. The topic is, oh my, something ain't right. Hey, put one in the chat, guys, if you can actually get on here right now. That I'm having some connection issue.
Thank y'all for standing and bearing with me through this little bit of turbulence we had. Looks like we got a storm coming through or something like that, and it literally has just knocked everything out, like knocked us completely off the stream. So I'm waiting on my wife to jump back in here with us, um, and I can add her. Let me also go ahead and reshare the link. Um, oops, let me reshare the link into the chat. Okay. Here you are, my darling.
My apologies. Our internet been off the chain all day today.
Yeah,
Can you
we've
hear
been
me?
having some issues. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
our internet been having issues all day. And like I said, it looks like it's a storm up there, and that may cause some more problems. You know.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not even doing that. Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. I'm trying to share the actual link
Mm-hmm.
um, here, here into the chat on YouTube, and it's not even allowing. It's saying that it's having trouble connecting internet connection, and I'm like literally connected to the part. I got the Ethernet cable connect up. You know what I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
connected right to my room. So I don't know. I guess we're able to work right now, but it just for some reason it's not. I don't know. The computer's acting slow. Um, but
Okay.
we were just at the point where we were just talking about the whole 50-50 thing, and then it gets to the point where people fall into what I call the independence trap.
Okay.
Right? You got two strong people pulling in different directions, and guess where they go? Nowhere.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. Independence is power, but
Mm-hmm.
unified direction is actually progress.
Absolutely. Absolutely, darling. I agree.
So you got two strong people on one path. If they're pulling towards, if they're both pulling towards a goal, end goal,
Mm-hmm.
that most certainly is going to work better, for the both of them and to stay in their relationship. People trying to go their own independent way,
Mm-hmm.
because when you if you don't have a plan together and you start thinking apart from each other, you're making decisions without each other. You're not even
Mm-hmm.
considering each other and thinking things. Um, that destroys relationships. What's your thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that, honey?
Repeat it again, babe. I couldn't hear you. It's going up in and out. Hold on. Let me see if I hold on.
Honestly, I think West is just getting the best of us here.
I think
We're not
so
able to
too.
put together a good broadcast. This is way too choppy. It sounds
Mm-hmm.
like you're getting another delay. You're not even hearing me in real time anymore.
Okay, hold on. Let me change. Let me see.
Yeah, and you got I appreciate everybody for logging in and coming in, support us tonight. Right now, we're trying to figure this thing out. I'm not even understanding why. I mean, I'm connected literally I'm not even using the Wi-Fi. I'm using it by the cable itself. So that actually leads me to believe that it's a much deeper issue than just a simple coincidence. But I'll wait till my wife gets on here, and maybe we could try to hear
Can you
her
hear me,
better.
honey?
I
Can
can
you?
be breaking up a little bit. Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay, keep talking though. Like, I mean, don't just say one word. Like, keep talking so I can see
Okay.
if it's gonna.
How about now? Can you hear me better now? Or
Yeah, I
is it
hear you a
still
lot better.
choppy?
No, it's a lot
Okay.
better. It's a lot
Okay.
better. So we were just talking about the independence trap. Two
Okay.
people pulling in different directions, absolutely going nowhere. Not together, at least.
Right. If they too headstrong, they will collide. They gonna bump heads all the time on certain things. Like it depends on, I guess, their level of independence. Like if you feel like you can lower your shoulders to talk to your mate, or the to do anything with your mate, you should feel equal to them, not like in competition, or you shouldn't see them as your competitor. You should be looking at them as your partner. Like this is the person you said, what I'm saying, you want to spend your life with. So why not, what I'm saying, give each other room to grow. You have to let your mate be themselves. You know what I'm saying? To see if that's what y'all want to do. Like, can y'all do it together without always having conflicts? Like a lot of women feel like they're trapped in their relationships because they can't go out and pursue their career goals. And some women aren't ready for the family structured lifestyle. Like it's the dynamics have changed drastically to me. And
And
it's like, I don't know. It's just different. A lot of women just don't want to be married anymore. And men too. They're getting equally fed up with one another, and it's not. It's like you shouldn't see that. It's even displayed in our music. They don't even have the same type of love music we used to have. It's everything is about violence and they done took the love out of everything. It's nothing positive anymore. We don't have any no structure, no nothing to look forward to when it's in our surroundings anymore. They done took family out of it. That's just no more.
yeah, I think that what happens in a lot of these situations is that you get one person that is maybe pursuing a dream in one way that the partner just doesn't support, right? And and vice versa in the same relationship, right? So what happens is
Right.
they start pulling towards those different goals, and they don't realize that they're actually growing apart from each other in that way.
Right. Right.
Now what happens is that you might meet somebody that supports your dream along that way,
Uh-huh.
right?
Now
Now
they
you just
got your
fell for this.
attention.
Yeah, you just fell for
Uh-huh.
this person. They got your whole attention because look, they share your vision. Meanwhile, your
Right.
partner never even considered what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have that though. You have that. They don't give, it's a lot of
And
people that's out here in relationships where they don't care about what their mate wants to pursue or become.
yeah, and don't get
There's
me
a lot of
wrong, it
people out
doesn't
here
even
like
have
that.
to. it doesn't even have to be necessarily another person in the equation. Let me point that out.
Mm-hmm.
There can be a tremendous leap in a career path or whatever you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
There could be a tremendous leap for you right there where you have to make that decision. Do you stay with this person or take your vision and you pursue it, right? My point is that when you have a shared vision with your mate, that won't ever become part of that won't ever become part of the uh, option. Like for instance, like if for instance, let me just say if I had a teaching opportunity somewhere, well, I'm not going to leave my wife just to go teach in a whole other state. Like I would see if honestly this would be a shared thing because like what I do day in and day out, right? So my point is that people get married or they enter relationships, I should say. Even that it's both equally, and they don't even know their partner. They haven't really taken the time to understand what their dreams are, what their aspirations are. All they know is they're good, they're ready to rock the bed. You get what I'm saying? Now they together, but they don't really know each other. And the truth is, the more time that they spend with each other, they start to realize maybe I don't really like this person. Meanwhile, now you got Junior, you got some little princess there. You know what I'm saying? You done created a whole
Yeah,
thing, and
definitely.
now you find out you don't even like this person. You get what I'm
Yeah. So
saying?
that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Big shout
Yeah.
out,
You
big shout
found
out,
out this
big shout
person don't like to clean up. This person don't like to cook. This person don't like to wash. They don't contribute to none of the chores, nothing. Just expect you to do it all. You have people like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Everything. Want you to
It's
work,
sad
do
though.
it, everything. It is. It is. It is.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to my brother Timotheus. Hey, everybody, please go over there and subscribe to that brother's channel, the Average Black Man Show. The brother has some really good content today for us. I'm actually have become a big fan of the work he's doing. I will be sharing a lot of his work on my Facebook page, just as I do with Paradigm Shift and the World View Wars debate league. We all actually partners in this, and we are trying to support each other, man. And I would really appreciate if you guys would go over and at least check out the channel, like, share, subscribe, and continue to share that love. Um, I wanted to also point this out, babe, before I get off topic. Um, I don't want to go too off topic, but this one gets it has really struck it's really struck my mind at this second. I say it right because
Hmm.
strength doesn't isn't always aggression.
Right.
We have to understand the difference between leadership and domination because true leadership
Absolutely.
it builds, it protects, we elevate each other. Domination just promotes, it controls, it promotes fears, and it destroys. I mean,
Yes,
willpower
do.
is perfect over pride. And so I tell
Absolutely.
my brothers and my sisters, be kings and queens. Don't be tyrants to each other. There's too much of that
Absolutely.
going on in our community. Too much.
And
We don't have to be
yes.
so. We don't have to have all this aggression. We don't. I get it. That this is down deep down in your DNA. But I'm telling you, when you get with that queen or you get with that king and they really vibing with you got to take some of that aggression off of you. Otherwise, you gonna run them right about your life. I'm not sure why I sound muffled. I actually got my headphones on today. Speaking out the actual, like I said, we're having a lot of problems with the internet, so I apologize for that tonight, family. Um, Hopefully this thing can work itself out a little bit better. Hopefully the storm will just pass over or whatever's happening, stops. But yeah, back to the point though, like, yeah, we got to stop being so aggressive with each other. This is
Absolutely.
somebody you calling your king. This is somebody you calling your queen. Y'all lay, y'all lay,
Absolutely.
y'all lay down. Y'all make love together. Everything. A lot of y'all got families together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What's all the aggression
Yeah.
for?
Mm.
Come on. I mean, I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. As far as you know, all this aggressive behavior amongst each other.
The
It's so
hostility.
toxic. Yeah, it's cancerous. It
It
is.
is. It is. It definitely
'Cause
is.
two strong
But some
people
people
actually.
just some people just that's what they're used to, so that's what they do. That's all they know.
Yeah, but see, and again, that goes back. That goes back to what we were talking about earlier, honey. People bringing in
Hmm.
baggage and not healing.
Right. Yep.
Not
There it
healing.
is. Yep.
So you mean tell
Yep.
me somebody else got to put up with your nonsense because
Yeah.
you
Cause
because
you
you
love
you you
me.
oh
Yeah, you
man,
gonna tolerate all my garbage and everything I bring to the table. Yep. Yep. And I don't plan on changing. You have people they cut like that. Ain't nothing, they don't
that's
see
crazy.
nothing wrong with themselves.
That is crazy work.
But
I
it's reality. It's
yeah.
reality.
The more I see, the more I see this, it just perplexes. It perplexes me. Like I don't get it. Like maybe I'm not supposed to get it, and I'm just my whole thing is
That's
that
because you a peaceful person. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You not on that rah-rah. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people just on that rah-rah right now. They on that tip. So that's what they do. They do. They need that excitement in their life. I guess
but
that's what make them happy.
they don't feel like they're strong without the aggression.
Mm.
And that is a very big problem
I ain't even look
because
at it that way.
yeah, think about the gravity of what I just said. That most people don't feel strong unless they have some type of aggression. They have
Wow.
to have some kind of snarl behind them. You get what I'm saying? Like it's almost like a
Okay.
defense mechanism, right?
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
put up
Okay.
this wall. Yeah, they put up this
Mm-hmm.
wall, and what happens is that okay, it could be the little minutest thing, but they just have to show how mighty they are.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Definitely. That's
so
that.
again, you
I
have to
don't
look
know.
at the
It's a
psychology. Honey, I
definitely.
think we got to delay again. I think we got to delay again. But I'm saying we have to look at the psychology behind it
Mm-hmm.
because I'm one person that can tell you that, and I'm a quote out book too tonight. That anybody, if your own spare time, it's a book that I ran into early college years. When I was taking abnormal psychology. There's a book called The Luciferian Effect. Why good people do bad things. And it gets into this very thing. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't feel strong unless they have that aggression. And that comes from years of trauma or something that some reason they feel deprived of something, to that magnitude. You got any thoughts on that? Melanin Gawdess, you're on mute, honey. Take your
Me?
mute button off.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Can you? Okay. Like I said, I never looked at it as that in that perspective, babe. Like it's that I'm lost for words there because I can say I was guilty of that too. Didn't feel strong without aggression. I feel like that's what I needed to do to protect myself. I'm not finna let nobody run over me. We as women, we do it. That's a defense mechanism, like you said. So I guess it just takes for you to feel safe with your person, for that to calm down in you, because I'm telling you, that's the way women think. I gotta protect myself because I'm not gonna let you hurt me. So it's a defense mechanism. If I let you think I'm not, I won't get loud with you or I won't cuss you out. You're gonna take me as weak. We do it.
So, so, and forgive me for
What?
laughing because I'm just saying, um, literally, I've seen women do this. Like they show this aggression, and even men do it too. They show this aggression. Just out of nowhere. It's not even called for at the time. You know how we say
Mm-hmm.
completely out of pocket,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and it happens,
definitely.
and it's like okay, so that goes back to again, you have unhealed trauma that you haven't dealt with. That's why you feel your strength comes from your aggression. You have to be
Mm.
aggressive because you got to show somebody that I'm not backing down, even when it doesn't even require that attitude, or at least the situation doesn't at that moment. But
Eh,
yet you just showed your entire ass because
I
now
have to. I have to. I have to
your
stand my
strength.
ground. I have to, or
But, but,
I feel weak. You're
well,
not gonna get the
okay,
upper hand on me. You not. You not. You not. I'm not finna
and
be
and
feeling
that
like shit at the end of the day.
and that's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you would
Okay.
have, if you're with your partner, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
your husband,
Mm-hmm.
or vice versa. Let's flip the role. If this is a wife, a husband that's with his wife, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to at some point, all these different highlight points that we've been talking about all night or throughout
Mm-hmm.
this show, right?
Right.
Um, it shows that there obviously, it comes back to the power struggle. Can two strong people share one home without fighting for the throne?
It's a tug of
So,
war.
so my thing is, and honey, you see that I've mastered this. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to I don't have to show you aggression to feel like I'm
Not at
strong at
all.
all. And
Absolutely.
in, in fact, over my own dead body, when I sit up here and talk to you like you crap or beneath me or anything like that, I'm not gonna do that. And this is why I don't allow anybody else to do it because I don't do it.
Right.
And I be damned. Your father don't do it. Your brother don't do it. I don't do it. So I be damn anybody else do. Right. But my point
Right.
is that I don't feel that I need to be aggressive to feel strength or feel powerful or feel strong as a person. Where I feel strong as a person is that I can absolutely be upset with you or disagree with you, but I got enough strength to not become over emotional and aggressive with you. That's where the real
Right.
strength is. Because now
Yeah.
you're in control of your own emotions.
Emotions. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's when that emotional intelligence kick in. You gotta be able to, you gotta master those emotions because they once they get the flowing and your adrenaline get the pumping, you mad, yeah. It's definitely like I said, it's a tug of war because we as women are headstrong. We don't want to feel dominated in the relationship. We want to feel equal.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that brings me to my point. When you got two strong people, what that actually equals is a powerhouse. Most of the time
Absolutely.
you have one shared vision, you realize that you are one team, you are stepping into your unlimited potential, and now you are establishing an unshakable legacy.
All
And I
right.
want people to
Yes.
think about how hard that actually hits. That's what we do over here with the heavy hitters. That hits hard
Yeah. Yeah.
because we should be
Definitely.
able.
It's a
We
walk.
could, yeah, we could absolutely have conflict without destruction.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
We could fight the
Def-
we could fight the problem. Fight the problem, not each other, right?
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. You're right.
I
But
got,
that ain't
I got one
it ain't
problem.
gonna always work that way. Unless your mate is emotionally intelligent. If they done did that work on themselves. If they ain't did that work, it's gonna show up. It's gonna show up in
Let
y'all
me
everyday
let me say this.
disagreements and y'all.
Let me say this to the young people.
Okay.
To the young people, you guys will get there definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But to my people that's older, 30 years old and older, man, y'all got to get it together.
Yeah, we definitely do. We
Because this
definitely
is
do.
sad,
It
you
is.
know, and, and,
It
and,
is.
and and stop leaving bad examples for the youth. There's people coming
Absolutely.
into adulthood and you guys are the example they're looking at. Cut it out. You don't know how to talk to each other, then you don't deserve to be in a relationship with anyone. Work on
Yeah, you
yourself.
got to work on yourself. Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't have to take nobody through your unhealed trauma. That's selfish. Work on you. If you know
Yeah,
you're not ready for a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Don't get into one. If you doing that self work, when you get that finally meet that person, you gonna be together. Y'all gonna walk in stride because you done did the work. We have to do the work. It ain't always about being in a relationship. You can be by yourself and be just as happy. Long as you doing the work.
that's right.
You have to work on
Because
yourself.
that's right. Because you cannot. And this is just me. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely refuse to get in any type of relationship to put somebody through something. That's not fair to them. It's not even fair to myself because
It's not fair.
now I'm bringing unnecessary stress into your life and mine.
Absolutely.
But again, people that don't love themselves and don't value themselves, this is exactly what they do. They go from one relationship to the next relationship, and it's the same old razzmatazz, same old rigmarole, right?
Right?
Same old thing. And you begin to see a pattern, right? Because everybody's saying the same thing about this one person,
Right.
right? It's,
Right.
it's, people. people completely unrelated had the same testimony about this one person. So at some
Mm-hmm.
point, you start seeing the validity of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So I have advice to a lot of people. We have to absolutely stop, take a break, step back. We have to really look at what's
Mm-hmm.
really going on out here. Hey, peace to my brother Nathaniel. That's my tandem partner right there. Brother, you know you're more than welcome to jump up on the panel if you like. I got the link in the chat. Um, I was gonna say though, at my age, I don't have time to be, out here leaving a bad example for my youth and my family, or even in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So trust
Absolutely.
me, me and you are not gonna do this type of show, and then y'all gonna hear about a week later I mistreated my wife. That's not gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it
Right.
comes down to this. I'm gonna put the turd on the plate, baby.
Okay.
The choice. This is a choice everybody has to make if they ultimately
Mm-hmm.
want to be married or in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what will determine your home. Do you choose to be strong people together, or do y'all want to be fragile ass egos clashing all the time? Because that's the root of the
Fragile ass
problem.
egos. Hell, I want to deal in
That's the
that
problem.
bullshit. No, I'm just playing. No, but seriously, you have people that thrive off the drama, babe. They like that shit. I can't do it. I can't. I don't. Ooh, it just takes away too much energy to be in all that. I don't like when I'm in my chi. I don't like nothing messing up my chi. You know what I'm saying? When we
Word.
get in our zen, that's what you want to be on. You don't want. I don't like that rowdiness. Like, shut up. I don't want to hear it. Don't be hollering and screaming at me. No,
Yeah,
no.
and I think that's one of the things that made us so compatible. We don't like nobody loud talking to us. And you bet
At,
not.
at
Because
all.
because if I have to get loud, it's gonna be a problem, a
Right.
real big problem.
Definitely.
Once I
Right.
go
It
up,
take you too long to
yeah,
get calm back down. Ain't nobody got time for that.
yeah.
Nobody.
Once I go up,
Got-
yeah. Once I go up, it's hard for me to come back down. So
Yeah.
and that's why I live the life I do. I like to work. I like to come home to my home. It's peaceful. It's quiet. I ain't got nobody loud talking to me and bothering me.
Right.
You know me, aggravating me today. No,
Yes, I am. I'm gonna aggravate you to the death.
but see, that's the thing. You don't aggravate me. And again, this goes
Oh.
right back into the topic of what we're talking about.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing, and I feel like I'm strong enough to say this. There's nothing you could do to ever aggravate me. Why? Because you're my wife. I
That
don't
don't mean
care if
I don't,
you
I
act.
don't aggravate you and get on your nerves.
No, no, no.
Mhm.
You're missing what I'm saying. I sound like
Mhm.
Jose. No,
No,
no.
no. No. Okay. No, I'm not missing
Big
what you're saying, baby. I
shout out to
know.
Jose. But yeah, no, you're my
Right.
wife, right? And I have a mature attitude about things. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. We all have those days where we them hit them buttons with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, that's nothing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to take that to
Absolutely.
heart. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I don't like going to sleep mad. You know what I'm saying? I don't I'm not finna play like, you know what I'm saying, I'm okay and go to sleep on that. I don't like that. It's I don't know. I've never liked going to sleep mad. It's just something about it. I don't like it. I don't want to be mad at you.
So what?
Cause then
So
I'm gonna
what's
sit
your
up
verdict?
think about stuff I can do to you. Cause I'm calculative. I sit back and think like, yeah, I'm gonna get you back one way or the other. But it takes for you to mature to stop thinking that way.
So let me
Cause
ask you
we
this
we
then.
as we do it.
Let me ask you this question because I didn't I don't think I even asked this question, but it just popped in my mind.
Okay.
So who actually would get the final say? What happens when both of you know you're right?
Okay. I guess you would just have to agree on and make common ground, and it be that. Nobody wins. We agreed. Or
Right. And
we came to common ground.
and that is what I love about you, honey. You know, your
Mhm.
wisdom, your wisdom, our wisdom wants to unite. The ego
Mhm.
always wants to win.
Right.
So I keep telling people I did almost a year of nothing but posting on ego awareness.
Mhm.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder how many people took heed.
I shared them because they definitely hit home. Like they were deep, and it's like you can just remember going through your back through your growth how your ego was controlling majority of your life. You was doing
That
everything
that
out of ego.
that's exactly what this comes down to. It's ego.
Mhm.
Why else would you feel you need to be a authoritative, a person that
Mhm.
needs to give directives, a person that needs to control, a person that always has to win, the person that always has to have the final thought? That is all ego. Ain't no getting around it.
You
You've
have
got to
people that
feel
think
that.
you they property. Once they sign their name on the dotted line, you mine. You have
Oh
people that's
man, look,
like that. They're driven off ego. They've been driving in that car for life. And they ain't trying to put on brakes no time soon. They like
man,
operating in ego. That's the only way they know how to survive.
true that.
Hmm.
But as I give my final thought on this,
Hmm.
and I really think about it, I'm going to still affirm that two strong people can share the same household without competing for the throne or crown. Because I think that two strong people are going to naturally rock their crown. They're not going to
Hmm.
need any validation outside of
Hmm.
you know because
Right.
they're confident in what they're doing, right?
Hmm.
I wouldn't I would
Yeah.
have never I would have never asked for a hand in marriage if I wasn't sure of myself as to what I was trying to do with life,
Right.
right? We
Right.
both wanted each other in our each other's lives, so it'd be completely irresponsible of me to ask for your hand in marriage and don't even have a clear plan for myself or you or anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, shoot, some people come into your life to crash your party. What you got going on to ruin what you done built. Some people come with the intentions to do that. You have to
Which
you
is
have to think about it, babe. It's some people that deliberately will try to break you and tear you down so you can accomplish what you're trying your dreams.
Yeah, but I think that's a psychological problem within that individual. Because
Yeah,
like again, why would you take the time out to meet someone, you wine and dine them, and then you go flip mode on them?
that's that
Now all of a
narcissistic
sudden,
behavior. You have
yeah,
people
now all
like
of,
that.
yeah, we see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is that at some point, where does the awareness of this start to circulate, right? On a
Mm-hmm.
major level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this discussion that we're having today, you don't see this on none of the shows out there. Nobody's
No,
talking about it.
no,
But it's a big deal.
it is. I
Think
don't think
about it.
nobody be. I don't think people care. Like I said, they live and thrive off drama. So if you ain't talking about that BS or what's latest in the week's topics or what celebrities done did, you ain't popping. Ain't nobody talking about community and what's going on and what we need to change and what we want to see in the future. What ain't nobody out here talking about that. That ain't important. Most folks living for the
Right.
moment.
Right. And that is a very big problem. Very big problem for the
Very big
community.
problem. Yes,
Yeah, because at some point we have to stop saying, well, that's not my problem. It's all of our problem.
absolutely. It
And it's a
is.
very big problem.
Because
And
this
if
is
we start
what our people, this is what our kids and stuff are inheriting. We have to do something.
look,
Something has to
you know, you
start.
know, you know what makes me so mad? And I'll be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
this really grinds my ears. This grinds my
Okay.
gears so bad. Because I get on
Okay.
social media, I get on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, I watch all these posts, and we get
Mm-hmm.
so upset when somebody from the black community get mistreated out here. Somebody that murdered one of our own, somebody that hurt one
Mm-hmm.
of our own, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
it's something as simple as the family structure. We can't even respect one another.
Mm,
We treat each other like absolute crap. Brother to
mm,
brother, sister to sister, relationship to relationship. We treat each other like crap, right? But we gonna get
right.
highly upset because someone of Asian descent disrespected one of our sisters. Meanwhile, our sister ain't got no love over here in our community because you just dogged her out. But because the
Mm,
Asian man did it, now you want to boycott. Black folks, please
yeah.
stop doing this dumb stuff, man. This is why a lot of reason why people don't take us serious. We don't even
Absolutely.
respect one another. We get in these
Absolutely.
relationships. We feel like our strength has to depend on somebody else's weakness. Then when you done
Mm,
using this person up and abusing this person, you just break up with them and go off to the next person. Then what happens 10 years down the line? A so-called Caucasian disrespects that sister or that brother. But meanwhile, here y'all go. You disrespected this person to begin with, but now all of a sudden you want everybody to boycott. Come on,
mm,
man. If we don't respect each
man,
other, why would we expect anybody else to respect us?
you can't expect them to. You if
I tell
you
you
not
that
doing it,
I tell you that, babe. The whole dynamics of that will change if we start respecting each other and really
mm-hmm,
standing up for each other like we supposed to. Stop
mm-hmm,
killing each other. Stop
mm-hmm,
doing all this nonsense out here to each other. Then
mm-hmm.
other people will have no choice but to respect us. But we don't respect
Absolutely.
ourselves. We don't respect ourselves. We refer to each other as the B word, the N word, and we
Mm,
expect
mm.
somebody else to respect us. Why would they? Why would they?
They not. That's why they don't. Why
So,
would
family,
they? If we're not respecting ourselves, why should we expect anybody else to?
I mean, and that actually should go without question. That should just basically be basic common sense.
No, common sense ain't so common nowadays. If you got it,
I mean,
baby, listen, you cooking with grease because we're not
I'm just
the level of the delusion people out here on right now is through the roof. The level of
so like,
entitlement, expectation, and it's through the roof. The no, the
well,
lack of accountability, it's through the roof.
I give you a perfect example because I'm for the hood. I was raised in a project. Okay, so
Okay.
you identify they identified it. This brother right here, he kind of soft, man. He ain't no thug. He's scared to fight, so people gonna punk him, right? And because
Mm-hmm.
one person did it. Now other people feel like they could do it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, this kid is seriously being bullied by multiple people.
Okay.
Why? Because maybe he's a little scared to fight, scared he hasn't come out that shell, he hasn't got tired enough yet of people picking on him, or whatever it is. But whatever the case may be, he might be scared to fight and defend himself, right? And so
Mm-hmm. Right.
the fact that one person that has already exploited that, other people feel like they could do it too, right? It's the same thing. If I'm gonna sit up here and I'm disrespecting my sisters, I'm disrespecting women that I call myself supposedly loving, and I'm doing this publicly humiliating them. What gives somebody else the anybody else feel like they could do the same fucking thing, right?
Destiny.
It's the truth.
Absolutely.
It's the truth. There's no level of respect there.
Absolutely.
So that I guess that's my final thoughts on that. Is that we got to seriously get ourselves together and stop this out here, man. We can't respect one another, and we can't expect somebody to respect us. Plain and simple.
Absolutely. Absolutely, babe.
So when it comes down to a relationship, yes, two strong people would definitely be mature in the mind, and they could absolutely. That's what makes them strong. They're mature in the mind. They're looking at the overall end game.
Absolutely.
So the king says,
Absolutely.
saying without repeating for the crown. So you got any final thoughts before we end this live, baby?
Huh?
You guys got any final thoughts before we end the live?
No, babe, that's we pretty much touched on everything. Except for the uh which one was that I was looking at? Hmm. Shoot. I can't even. Ugh. Nope, nope, nope. I guess that's pretty much it. It kind of broke up what we had here. And I wanted to discuss something, but it's done slipped my dang on mind now.
But that's all right. We're gonna have plenty of shows that we're gonna continue to do. And once
Absolutely.
again,
And build.
yeah, I do want to thank every single person for coming out, showing us some love, coming out, hitting that thumbs up button, even liking, sharing, subscribing to the show. Without y'all, we really ain't we not doing nothing without y'all. I'm gonna give
Absolutely.
y'all another dose of the song for this particular podcast. What I'm gonna try to do every week is come with a relevant song to every topic that we do. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So
I like
I hope
that.
y'all, yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this song. I'm gonna play it one more time. I kept this on repeat in my ears for a while yesterday, so I hope y'all enjoyed this
Right.
as much as we do. So we love y'all, man. Thank y'all for joining. We are out.
Peace.
Two forces in the same room. They told us somebody gotta follow, somebody gotta lead. But what if
We lead together, heavy hitters.
for the mind, body?
So, look, I don't need you underneath me just to prove that I'm a man. You don't gotta make yourself small just to tell me where you stand. Two opinions at the table, two perspectives, one plan. We ain't fighting for a throne, we're building something that can stand. You got fire, bring the fire. I got vision, bring it too. Cause your strength don't make me weaker and my strength don't threaten you. If you disagree, we talk it out. We don't tear the whole thing down. Cause a king don't need a servant just to know he wears the crown. And a queen don't lose her power when she chooses partnership. Real strength ain't dominations, knowing when to loosen grip.
I don't wanna fight you, I wanna fight beside you. If the whole world comes against us, I wanna know I'm standing right beside you. So strong minds, one home. Two strong eyes, one goal. We don't have to fight for power, we can build it together.
When the pressure comes down, we don't turn on each other.
We hit heavy,
The heavy hitters, yo. See, everybody talks about love when everything feels good, but strength is demonstrated when you misunderstood. Can you hear your woman's truth without calling it disrespect? Can you challenge your man without attacking his self-respect? Can you say, baby, I was wrong when your process never fold? Can you value what you built more than having all control? That's grown love, not Instagram captions, not relationship goals. I'm talking communication when emotions take control, because ego wants a winner, love wants a solution. Ego builds walls, love builds institutions. And if we're both powerful, imagine what we could become when instead of fighting each other, we turn two into one.
I don't need you weak, I need you strong. And you don't have to silence me for us to belong.
Yeah, put your hand in mine, we can weather the storm.
Two different people,
but together we're strong. Yeah.
two strong minds, one home. Two strong minds, one home. We don't have to fight for power, we can build it together.
Through the sunshine and storms, we're standing together.
We hit heavy for the mind. For the body, for the soul.
Two strong people don't have to create a power struggle.
Sometimes
They create a powerhouse. The heavy hitters pattern.
for the mind, body, and soul.